The Derby looks a really tricky affair at this moment in time. We've got St Nicholas Abbey at the head of the market, at 2 to 1. He doesn't really make any appeal at this stage. He is by far and away the most likely winner of the race. I've got a massive problem with his Guineas run. I was on him that day and it wasn't a bad trial as far as the Derby's concerned. He's got the stamina for it. I much prefer him to Cape Blanco, who won the Dante at York recently. For me, that horse, he had a little bit of an injury afterwards. I don't think he beat much. Having said that, Workforce is a good horse. I've still got faith in that horse. But you know, he wasn't liking the ground that day. I just questioned the form. You know, St Nicholas Abbey is probably the bet, but I wouldn't be getting involved at this stage. I'd wait and see him healthy on the day, see how he handles the prelims.
Aidan O'Brien seems to have a stranglehold in the Derby, and I definitely think he's going to have the winner. He could even have the first 2 or 3 home. The one that makes appeal of O'Brien's runners is Dante winner Cape Blanco, providing he's got over the soreness. Having finished well there on quick ground, I think he's got excellent chance. He looked a Group 1 horse in the making when winning the Dante, travelled well, showed a stylish turn of foot, and he's my Derby hopeful.
We've seen some nice trials for the Derby in the past 8 days or so. MIDAS did it well in the Derbystown at Leopardstown in a fast time against only 3 rivals. I like Bullet Train winning at Lingfield as well, and Cape Blanco did nothing wrong with the Dante. Of the 3 of those, I'd possibly have a preference for Cape Blanco, but down Ballydoyle way, I know, despite his disappointing run in the 2000 Guineas, they still have St Nicholas Abbey at the top of the pecking order. The one horse that I would keep an eye on is Jan Vermeer, who may run at the Curragh. He's in the Irish Guineas on Saturday. He's also in the Gallinule Stakes on Sunday. He could yet be a Derby horse. He's a horse I like a lot.
They say that beaten horses in the Dante never win derbies, and that's been true thus far. But I'm taking Workforce to amend that statistic this year. I think there was enough to take out of that run in the Dante behind Cape Blanco on ground that's far too quick for him to suggest that he has a good chance in the Derby if Michael Stout gives him his chance. If the ground is a bit softer, I think Workforce has got a big shout and he's going to come on tremendously for that run at York. So look out for Workforce and don't give up on him.
The colt I like the look of for the Investec Derby is Aidan O'Brien's St Nicholas Abbey. Finished 6th in the 2000 Guineas, so some people deserted him, but I think that was a respectable trial. The recent trials have been largely inconclusive, but I think it's worth sticking with O'Brien's St Nicholas Abbey, even though some of his stablemates have come out and won recently. That is in fact a very good reason for sticking with them, because Johnny Murtagh said immediately after winning at York last week that he fancied St Nicholas Abbey if he turns up and he's head and shoulders above the rest. He looks a solid bet.
Well, looking at the Derby picture, I haven't been particularly impressed with any of the trial winners so far. I'm quite keen to overlook them all. Cape Blanco, I think, has been the most impressive. But even so, I thought he looked pretty slow, to be honest. So I think it's going to be someone that comes out of the Guineas that might take it again this year. St Nicholas Abbey's too short, so I'm going to take a chance on Fencing Master, Aidan O'Brien's second string in the Guineas. It's 33 to 1 in most places, but Ladbrokes are only 14. Sometimes Ladbrokes have a bit of an inside on Ballydoyle's chances. If it turns up on the day, it won't be 33 to 1, could represent a bit of value.
Now, I still think there are question marks about the 2 Ballydoyle horses at the top of the Derby market. So the one I'm looking at is the 16 to 1 shot Midas Touch, which he could well be the 3rd string, but I think he could be capable of throwing up a shock. He won the Derbystown Derby Trial Stakes in very convincing fashion, and like all humans, we seem to have quickly forgotten how impressively he won that. So that would be my best long shot for the Derby, the Midas Touch, around 16 to 1 mark.